Gold Rush star Tony Beats complained that lots of people are getting into the family mining business. In his monologue, he talked about how he looks down on them, saying, 99% of them are full of. Are fans enjoying the show? Does Discovery need to save it? Read on to find out what they are saying. There are a lot of people in the show apart from Parker Schnabel, Tony Beats, and Rick Ness. Nevertheless, the show seems to have stalled somehow, and there seems to be more drama coming instead of mining. And then, these bigger established miners are always working against a deadline, which means they will lose everything if anything goes wrong. And that line is starting to wear thin. Some Gold Rush fans grow bored and irritated with the direction the show takes. Mind you, that seems true of almost any show that gets renewed for so long. Most Discovery fans seem to still enjoy the show, especially if they did mining themselves at some stage. It's not universally hated by any means, but restless folk discussed whether it needs saving. Although the moderator removed the rest of the post about the Discovery show, the discussion revealed that fans seem divided on whether it needs saving or not. Mostly, they talked about the influx of newcomers, much like Tony Beats did. Gold Rush fans who commented seemed to like the interesting bit about the dinosaur. Meanwhile, others feel that drone shots reveal a much bigger camp area than the show reports on. So, there might not be as many small businesses as is made out. I personally just want to see good operations doing their thing. I don't need all the manufactured drama that comes with these smaller crews. I was happy to see Fred and his neighbors leave the show this year. Don't need a replacement. I think the show is still great. Old times were the Hoffmans, which is equivalent to Fred people who don't know what they are doing drama. People complained about Fred. These days we get professionals with a mix of idiot drama. People complain the show is going downhill. You can't have it both ways. The show is still great. It's used as a reminder of how hard mining actually is. At this point, Parker and Tony make it look easy, and that's interesting for a different reason. Personally, all I want to watch is Rick if he stays clean and Parker. I used to only be interested in Parker and Tony, but Tony has become unwatchable as of late. They're just filler for the season. Clearly, the dinosaur they found was of interest overall, so they decided to include them as potentially another crew. It's better than Fred and the My Family is Bankrupt kid. Since its debut in 2010, Gold Rush has become a flagship show for Discovery Channel, captivating millions of viewers with its gritty portrayal of gold mining in the unforgiving wilderness of the Klondike. The series follows ambitious miners, like Parker Schnabel, Tony Beats, and Rick Ness, as they battle against the elements, mechanical failures, and personal tensions in their pursuit of the precious metal that drives them. However, after over a decade of success, the question arises, does Gold Rush need saving? Despite its early success and continued popularity, the show has faced numerous challenges in recent seasons, leading some fans to wonder if it's starting to lose its edge. With the rise of new mining-related shows, shifts in audience preferences, and behind-the-scenes changes to the cast and format, Gold Rush's future may not be as certain as it once seemed. In this article, we'll explore the factors that could suggest the show is in need of a revamp and whether or not it can regain the magic that made it a cultural phenomenon. The changing landscape of reality TV. When Gold Rush first premiered, reality TV was at its peak, and Discovery Channel had found a niche in depicting real-world adventure and high-stakes labor. The show became an instant hit by offering a raw, unfiltered look into the dangerous world of gold mining. It was thrilling, educational, and, for many, an escape into a rugged and unrelenting environment. The drama, personal stakes, and the chase for gold kept audiences coming back season after season. However, as the years have gone by, the landscape of reality TV has evolved. Audiences now have access to an overwhelming number of streaming platforms that produce a diverse range of content, from true crime documentaries to scripted reality-style dramas. The rise of high production value shows and docuseries that tackle similar themes of survival, competition, and extreme labor has made it increasingly difficult for Gold Rush to maintain its previous level of attention and excitement. Additionally, many viewers have started to question the authenticity of the content. Reality TV as a genre has faced criticism for scripting, manipulation of storylines, and overdramatic moments for the sake of ratings. With Gold Rush, the mining process itself is often slow and repetitive, with each season following a similar pattern of early setbacks, mechanical issues, and eventual success or failure. The predictability of these events may have caused some fans to grow weary, looking for fresher, more engaging stories. Cast changes and departures. One of the major driving forces behind Gold Rush's success was its charismatic and diverse cast of characters. From the youthful ambition of Parker Schnabel to the seasoned, no-nonsense attitude of Tony Beets, the personalities of the miners provided much of the drama that viewers loved. However, over the years, there have been significant changes to the cast, with key figures leaving the show and others coming in. For example, the departure of Rick Ness from Parker Schnabel's team and his subsequent formation of his own mining operation was a pivotal moment in the series. While this led to fresh storylines, the loss of Ness's familiar presence has been a blow for some fans who had become attached to his journey. Similarly, other cast members have come and gone, leaving fans to wonder if the constant turnover is damaging the show's continuity and emotional investment. In particular, Tony Beets, one of the show's most beloved figures, has seen his role become increasingly predictable. While Beets is undoubtedly a fan favorite due to his gruff demeanor and larger-than-life persona, his ongoing dominance of the Klondike mining scene has led to a sense of staleness in his story arc. Fans who once found his antics exciting have begun to question if they're seeing the same drama year after year. His frustration with his crew and constant battles with machinery, while entertaining, have become repetitive without significant character development or growth. The departure of key miners like Todd Hoffman, who was a founding member of Gold Rush, also shook up the show's dynamics. While his exit allowed new faces to step in, it also left a void in terms of leadership and narrative direction. For longtime viewers who had watched Hoffman's rise and fall, his departure marked the end of an era and left the show feeling somewhat directionless for a time. The search for new stories. Another factor in the potential need for Gold Rush's reinvention is the challenge of finding new, compelling stories. The basic premise of the show, gold mining in remote locations, hasn't changed, and the structure of each season often follows a similar trajectory. With the team struggling through mechanical failures, managing their budget, and working through various obstacles, the predictability of these situations may be contributing to a sense of stagnation. To keep the show fresh, the producers have introduced new storylines, such as Parker Schnabel's increasing efforts to run a larger, more professional operation, or Tony Beets' ongoing battles with his workforce. Yet, the formula is beginning to show signs of wear. How many times can viewers watch a new team member make a mistake or see the same excavation problems arise? The show's formula has made it difficult to inject truly novel experiences without feeling like it's retreading old ground. The lack of innovative storylines is compounded by the increasingly high expectations from fans. With the world of gold mining being explored in greater detail across other networks and platforms, Gold Rush risks becoming one of many similar shows rather than maintaining its spot as a trendsetter. If the producers do not find ways to mix up the narrative, Gold Rush may lose its grip on audiences who are looking for something more dynamic. Shifting viewer expectations. In recent years, audiences have also become more critical of how reality TV portrays labor and the challenges of extreme jobs. Shows like Gold Rush are often praised for depicting the hard, physical work involved in gold mining, but in an era where viewers are increasingly aware of the environmental and social costs of such industries, the show's portrayal of gold mining as an adventure and high-stakes business may seem tone-deaf to some. Environmental concerns, labor ethics, and the portrayal of indigenous lands and natural resources have become hot-button issues, especially in media that showcases industries that have significant ecological impacts. Gold Rush has faced criticism for its lack of attention to these issues, which could alienate socially conscious viewers. As more content is created that incorporates sustainability and ethical responsibility, Gold Rush may need to evolve to remain relevant in a changing media landscape. Does Gold Rush need to be saved? The question remains, does Gold Rush need saving? While it's clear that the show has faced challenges, it's not necessarily doomed. There's still a core group of fans who remain deeply invested in the stories of the miners and their pursuit of gold. The rugged, raw beauty of the Klondike, combined with the drama of the mining process, continues to draw viewers in. However, to sustain its place as one of Discovery Channel's flagship programs, the show must evolve.